Hey, Alfonso, you fucked up again. You put too much vodka in this. You trying to kill me? Hi. I'm Rodney Anonymous. I do something. I don't know. I'm in a popular Christian heavy metal band called the Dead Milkmen. And in 1974, we were out on the road as the support act for the Electric Light Orchestra. Just a good bunch of fellas, nice guys. Anyway, so we're out on the road as the support act for them. And we had a few days off in Boise, Idaho. Or it looked like Boise. If it ain't Philly, it might as well be fucking Boise, Idaho, is what I always say. So we had a few days off, and we decided to make an album. And the album wound up being called Bucky Fellini, which is, again, it's a stupid title. Just a stupid title. Not nearly as bad as, if you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish, by REO Speedwagon. Fuck those guys. That's a dumb. We wanted to call the album Punk's Not Dead, but Limbaugh Is, but Rush Limbaugh was still alive at the time. We can still use that title someday, I hope. Anyway, so what happens is we make the album, and this fucking thing, wow. It's out like a day and a half, and it goes right to the top of the charts. And unfortunately, our buddies, the Electric Light Orchestra, have been at the top of the charts. It knocked their album right off, and it was just there, Bucky Fellini and then Electric Light Orchestra. And people started saying to us, hey, look, you guys, you got the #1 album. They got the #2 album. Why aren't you headlining the tour? And we were like, oh, no. We are good guys. We are decent people. There's no way we're going to screw our buddies, the Electric Light Orchestra, over like that. They did a lot to get us on this tour. We will not headline the tour unless somebody offers us an ass load of money. And that happened. Somebody came to us with an ass load of money, and we headlined the tour. So fast forward, 6-7 months. I'm in my office. I tuned my synths, and I was polishing all my gold records. And all of a sudden, Marty Amsterdam comes barging in. Now, Marty Amsterdam was a big shot. He was in the music industry. He was like an executive or executive vice president at Thermador Records. Like everybody went to him for advice. And he comes in, and he'd heard Bucky Fellini, and he was angry. He was steamed. I hadn't heard the album. I made it, but I didn't hear it. So he comes in, and he points a finger at me, and he says, "Hey, you, Kurt Russell." And chill went down my spine. I was just like, because that was Walt Disney's dying words were Kurt Russell. I mean, basically Kurt Russell, and he kicked the bucket. So, which I'm going to do if you keep putting more vodka in this shit, Alfonso. Anyway, so, where was I? Oh, yeah, so he points at me, he goes, Kurt Russell, and then Marty Amsterdam. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Marty Amsterdam was the nephew of both Maury Amsterdam and Marty Allen. Like today you call him a Nepo baby. We didn't have that term back then. We called him Marty Amsterdam. But anyway, he says Kurt Russell, and he just turns around and he walks out my office door. But not before taking a shit on my carpet. So here I am. I'm sitting in my office, and, I've got shit on my carpet. I've got this album, this Bucky Fellini thing. I don't know if we can move any more units of it, and I'm concerned. So fast forward about 35, 40 years, I don't know. And I find out that they're re-releasing this thing on vinyl. And my first reaction was, I don't give a shit. I don't have a record player. I live in the 21st century, but then I thought, well, this might be a good thing for people who care more about the medium than the music that's on the medium. You can hang it on the wall right next to your Arcade Fire album. Yeah, you can put it between your Arcade Fire album and your Animal Collective album. You can put up your ass for all I care. But anyway, so then somebody said, well, you got to make a little promo video for it, and we'll let your family go if you do. So maybe they'll let my family go. I don't know. But anyway, so this Bucky Fellini thing I never really cared that much about. It's out on vinyl now. Medium I don't care about. Maybe you care about it, maybe you don't. I don't know. So, cheers. Alfonso, you are fucking fired.